Hey YouTube, what's going on? My name's Professor, and today I got another great video for you guys. Today what we'll be doing is actually reviewing the G53 weapon. I'm sorry if I'm a bit late for this review, but it's still something that I will be doing, which I'm presenting to you guys today. And before I start this video, I just want to give a quick little shout out. Well, not little because, well, it's a shout out to hollandskiller. He actually let me use his account for this commentary for the G53 because my engineer is not the rank to own this weapon. Now what we'll be doing in this commentary is actually just breaking down this weapon, doing a bit of analysis, and looking at the stats and attachments and how to use this weapon correctly, and my preferred attachments for this gun. Now at first glance, this weapon looks a bit like the MP5. I believe it is manufactured by the same company, I guess I'm gonna have to say. I don't know too much about guns, but it looks fairly similar to the MP5, but a bit skinnier, and yeah, I'm gonna have to say a bit skinnier and slimmer. Now, in this gameplay, what the attachments I'm using are the CQC ammo, the precision barrel, and the tactical stock. Now, I'm gonna explain further on in this video why I'm using those attachments. Something I like about the G53 is the amount of ammo you get. Now, you get 29 bullets per magazine, and that's the most, that's the highest capacity of ammunition in one mag in the engineer class. Now, I'm gonna have to apologize a bit. In this gameplay, what happens is that I do get a lot of frame rate drops, and I do start recording again, so it might skip from time to time. I think it's going to be once or twice, but you guys will notice it's not too big, and I do just skip 30 or 1 minute of the video just for that, just to restart the recording. And there you go, it starts right here, but it's not a big problem. It's just going to be for 20 seconds or not even. So like I was saying, the G53 has a great count of ammunition because it has 29 bullets, and it's the most in the engineer class. That is even more than the MP5, and as of right now, the MP5 and the G53 seem to be both the rivals in the engineer class. Now, while firing this weapon, it might seem that while starting to use this weapon, it might seem to be a bit awkward and hard to use because it does seem a bit difficult or weird to use this weapon, especially that the iron sights, like you can see right there, are a bit slimmer, and it's all jammed up really tightly, and it's a bit weird to use compared to the MP5. Now, something I like about this weapon, and I'll be comparing this a bit to the MP5 because it seems to be the most similar weapon and the most obvious weapon to compare this weapon to. Apparently, the rate of fire is the exact same for both the weapons of the MP5 and the G53, but this seems to be a bit lower and slower. But some people might take that negatively, but I'm gonna tell you guys to take that a bit positively, because when you have less rate of fire, it means that you don't lose your bullets that much, well, that easily, that fast, and that means that you don't have to use your ammunition to upgrade your ammunition counts, such as using casket mags. Now, if you use casket mags for this weapon, you're gonna, I think, end up with 45 bullets, which is a lot. 45 bullets it's a lot. I think it's the same amount of bullets for the M27 IAR, and that's a medic weapon. That's a LMG. Now, firing this weapon, the recoil seems to be a bit more than the MP5. It jams sometimes up and then to the left, to the right, but it's easily controllable, especially if you use pop shots. Now, in this gameplay, I'm using CQC ammo because at range, this weapon tends to have a drop of damage, and that's really great, like a lot. And CQC ammo gives +5 damage, and that's really good, especially if you're using this on a map such as Basra, like me right now. You don't really need range or more ammunition, because if you're using that much ammunition, you're not gonna run out that much, but odds are you won't stay alive as much to actually use all the ammo, and you're gonna have to reload anyways. So using the +5 damage is great because also at range, medium to long range, you'll inflict more damage, and that is much better. Now in this gameplay, I do get revived quite a bit, but I do run out of ammo. So also, one thing to note with this weapon, the CQC ammo is good, and the casket mag is good, but I prefer the CQC because odds are you would rather take the damage over hoping that you don't die, you know, to conserve your ammunition. Now for my stock, I was using the tactical stock over here, and that just reduces the recoil in general, and the precision barrel to increase the projectile velocity. Now the projectile velocity of this weapon is less than the MP5, so by improving this, by using the precision barrel, it does greatly improve it. So my preferred optics for this weapon is actually using the standard iron sights. Using hollandskiller, well, this account, the sights that he was using was the red dot, and I tried it for a few rounds, and I did record a rush round what I might upload later or another day if I conserve that round and use it for another gameplay or topic. I found it a bit harder to use the red dot, and the reason is that when you zoom in, and this might be a bit common sense, but when you zoom in with a weapon that has some recoil and your zoom is greater than the actual iron sights, it seems like the recoil is much greater, and it was a bit harder to control. Like, look over here, I have 3 bullets, and I just simply finished off this guy with 3 bullets. So it's easier to use the iron sights in my opinion, because not only it's similar to the MP5, but it's, in my opinion, easier to use because you have less, what seems to be less recoil, because it's a bit less zoomed out. What I'm gonna have to, one thing I want to point out is, in this gameplay, like I said, I do run out of ammo, but it's not that much of a big deal because if you're playing in a good squad, you can get your ammo back with an assault, because assault is that class that you see almost everywhere. It's a class that you'll always see. But unfortunately, I don't know why that ammo box was glitched and it didn't really work. But I just continued the rest of this round with my M1911. But all in all, this weapon is really, really great. I like to use it because it has that rate of fire, which seems to be low, but it does conserve your ammunition, so you don't have to spend that much bullets on the enemy. It does have high damage, especially if you're using high CQC ammo, which gives it that +5 damage, and it's reliable. The recoil is a bit easier to control. It's a bit hard to get used to, but it's controllable after a while. That's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next video will be the M82A3, and I'll be breaking down that gun. Hope you guys enjoyed this. 35 and 4. Thanks hollandskiller for the account to use, and I love you, man. Peace.